Hello, fans of Sugarcreek Forge. I just thought we would take a little look today at some of the lines that Sugarcreek Forge, which is Tim Troyer and Jesse Hemphill, actually offer. There's a lot of new stuff coming in the future, but I'll just show you quickly here. These are some in my collection, and some of these are for sale in the shop. And basically the ones that I show you here that are for sale, if you would contact me directly, you can just message me on the Sugarcreek Forge page, Bruce Rugg, R-U-G-G, and I'll be glad to hook you up with the ones that are for sale here. We have Tim's custom line of knives down through the center. And we have the Burn kitchen knife line. These are just excellent knives for the money. If you're ready to move up and want something high grade, you just can't beat these guys. They are just super comfortable and cut like crazy. We have, Tim does make folders from time to time. The only ones that I have right now here, and these are either in my collection or sold already, but these are all Higanokamis, which Tim and I both love. And he does make lockbacks, springbacks, and just does some gorgeous work. You can see it elsewhere on the Sugarcreek Forge site. This is the Bumble Forge line, or a little tiny part of it. And some of these are for sale, and we'll be showing you those. And over here, we have the newest partner in Sugarcreek Forge, Jesse Hemphill, and these are some of his knives. Some in production, as you see here, a nice double-edged dagger. That will eventually be a Skagel replica, gorgeous. And what is Jesse noted for? Well, of course, his Damascus. That riverboat gambler is about as pretty as they get in Damascus. And here's kind of the same knife, but in a carbon steel. And a nice little utility knife, Hunter. Jesse has a good supply of carbon 5, which is really tough, nice steel. So you could, get any of these designs or any of his other designs in that. And I would watch the shop and other places for Jesse's knives. We have a lot coming up with Jesse. He's got some real surprises. I can't wait for him to get these a little more matured along, and it'll really be fun to show you what he's got. But really keep your eye on Jesse's page and on the Sugarcreek Forge page, and also on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube page, and I'll be reviewing a lot of these, and that's Nebulax123, and you'll see a lot of these knives being reviewed, especially the kitchen line. They use a lot of different steels, and as you can see, Tim can do the Damascus thing as well as anybody. It's kind of hard to see it, but he made that for me out of the chain of the Harley, since he knows I love riding my Harley. Probably one of my most favorite knives he's ever made me right there. And these little whittlers, this stag-handled whittler is that's insanely beautiful stag. And some utility knives and a mini Nessmuck, which I just love. I liked it so much I went ahead and polished it out. So let's go over a few of these that are actually for sale from here. And again, contact me directly on these because these knives are actually in Atlanta. They're not in the shop at Sugarcreek, and I can just mail them directly, ship them directly from here to you. In the kitchen knife line, the burn knives, I use these knives myself, and they're just outstanding. They're as good as anything you'll buy at a whole lot more money. You can see in a custom one, Tim made this sashimi knife, and one thing that's new, they're offering these composite handles like this, and you can see the beautiful temper line on it, and to say it's sharp is an understatement. And in the kitchen knife line right here, we have this knife available, and they come in a beautiful wooden presentation box, and I will try to add a photo of that at the bottom. And that one right there will go for $150. If you're interested in that, just let me know. And that is this one. Excuse me, that is my personal knife. You actually want this one with the logo and the better handle. Just absolutely beautiful. And again, that's $150. We have a marked Santoku here, and if there's a more useful varied task knife in the kitchen, I sure don't know what it is. And that one is $145. So again, that's $150 and $145. And I can't remember if I have a presentation box for this one or not. It may be just the knife, but I'll let you know if you're interested in it. Either way, the price is the same. Over here in this line, this is my personal carver, and if you're a woodworker, I don't care what you spend, you're not going to do better than this. These are phenomenal. They just hold an edge. The blades are nice and thin but sturdy, and there's not much you can't do with it. Both of these two are for sale. This one with the stag, just look at that stag. I mean, I wanted to keep this, I just don't have the money to, or I'd keep it for myself. But this is $165, and it comes with a sheath like this, very well made, heavy duty. I believe this actually is the sheath that goes with it, little fishtail on it, and it's really, will serve you for many, many years. So both of those are for sale. Contact me if you'd like. This one and this one at $165, this one at $135. Those are just steals at that price. Having used these knives, you can pay a lot more and not get anything better. And then we have the Bumble forged knives. These are all hand forged in Africa, and the group of young men that make these, they basically had nothing, nowhere to go, and they are just amazingly good. They just really pick this up so fast, and they do such a good job. Their newest knives, frankly, look more like these over here than these. I have a selection of the older ones. I will try to do a separate video on these and price all these out. But basically, for a huge camp knife, chopper, that's indestructible, and that'll go for $135, about $90 or $85. down to $65 for the smaller knives. And I'll price all those out when I do the actual video on them. Again, quite a bit of new stuff is coming, a lot of new ideas. And I apologize for the shaky camera work. I'm a one-man shop here this morning and just hand holding this, so no production team like up in the shop with Tim, just me and my little dinky old camera. So, but still, I think you can see the quality, and you can see some of the things. Especially watch Jesse. He's just getting set up. And I can tell you, Tim and I and Jesse are collaborating on some stuff, and there's some really cool things coming. So that's it for this video. You take it easy and have a good time, and we'll talk to you soon.